Hello, welcome Solex Nation. Can't believe I'm saying it, but there's only 3 more days left in this month, which means there's only 3 days left to get free pearls.
Yeah, so if you're sharing and you think the person would want pearls, this is the time to share a little bit more and say, hey, if you enroll before the end of the month, you might get pearls for free if you enroll with a bundle and a subscription.
That's right.
Free of charge, just automatically, don't need to add anything, it just automatically goes when you put those things in your cart and you check out before the end of the month.
I love pearls, especially when I have a little bit, like my stomach is upset a little bit, I will swallow one. I'll swallow one and then I'll also bite one. So I have 2 going.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, about 20 minutes later, I can start to feel the sensation of it working in my gut. I love AO pearls.
Now, because we only have 3 days left, not to confuse the message, we have something else coming, of course, next month. In 4 days,
yes,
we begin to give away Think. That is one of my favorite products ever. It is an NRF2 support for the brain, which is the cleanup process. If you ever feel cloudy or sluggish or just not as sharp as you'd always thought you were, this is a support. Maybe it just needs a little bit more cleanup support of that high oxygen and energy consumption that's taking place in the brain. It usually has some derivatives that are not so positive. And so Think is actually designed to support the brain's process of getting that junk out of the brain and letting your function within the brain go as smoothly as possibly can.
That's right. And we love to pair our Think with Omega Pro. So there is a pro tip for you. But next month, in 3 more days, everyone who signs up with a bundle and a subscription will get a free bottle of Think. Now, what's in it for you, the person who signed them up?
Well, so you're going to be able to, that's working towards the quarterly incentives. Quarterly incentives are when you enroll 3 people or more than 3 people, you will get a $150 product credit when they enroll with a bundle and a subscription, and that subscription successfully transacts. Now, if you do 6 or more, we'll add $350 to that $150, making the total $500 of product credit in the Solex store. That gets you quite a bit of things.
I don't know if we've ever done that much money. Yeah, that's
no, we haven't done that, and we haven't done it as product credit. So
No.
that's a fun way to really just support your addiction to Solex.
That's right. Also,
now it's time to pull your reports. So you can go into the back office, so you can go find the report section under the business section, and all you need to do is export your report. And you can always download it later and check it out. But in staying with the end of this month now, I know we're jumping next month, this month, doing all that. Now's the time, if you're a great sharer of Solex, then you want to know how your business is doing and how your people who are also sharing are doing, and seeing how you can best support them and strengthen them in their sharing ability. Those reports help you know how you're doing. They also help you get an idea of how you're functioning when you're trying to follow that tracker for the incentive trip for next year. Get on that, see how you're doing at the end of this month. Don't wait till the very last second. Even if you're pretty close to the end of the month, which we are now, it's a great time to get in there and know that information.
you know, we have a lot of people that will call in, not a lot, a few people will call in and say, I'm tracking my trip and I don't have the information in for this month and that month and this month. And you can save yourself a lot of trouble just by downloading, exporting it every single month at the end of the month. So do that while you're thinking of it, put it on your calendar, have it repeat on your calendar every month so that you know to pull those reports. AO Mask, if you haven't heard, is now available in Australia and in Canada.
That is a big deal. We were asked by Canadians and Australians, hey, when is it available here? Now it is. You can go find it in your back office. My EU friends, we're working quickly on a solution for you to get the AO Mask available for you as well.
It's coming soon.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. Great product. A lot of it going out the door to a lot of people. But here it is. Australians, Canadians, you can go get it now.
That's right. All right, it is almost June, and just to put on your calendar, if you are gold or higher, we will be having a gold and higher call on June 26th. That is a Thursday at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. Make sure you mark that on your calendar. We do that live, and we also do not record it. So you must be there to get all the information. And we are going to be in Amsterdam in just 2 short days. I cannot believe it. Can you believe that? We're almost there.
Yeah, we're going to have the EU DoD. We have a lot of people coming. We're going to have a fun event. Hopefully have a rowdy crowd, you know. It'll be interesting to see if the Europeans get as rowdy as the Australians.
I bet they don't. I bet they don't. Let's go,
I
Europeans.
think they can. You know what? European heritage, Danish heritage.
Yes.
Right?
You can get rowdy.
And we can get rowdy
Okay.
in our house. So,
all right,
so let's
see
see
how
what
it
happens.
goes. We're excited
We're going to
for
have a
that.
great time. One of the things we usually do at these events is we launch stuff.
Maybe. Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do. We might be launching something.
Maybe you should watch this.
Hi everyone, we're here to announce some top enrollers, give some stuff away. But first, let's do the top enrollers. So for the week of the 19th through the 25th,
Yep.
we had no ties, just the first and a second place. Second place was Quantic Equilibrium LLC. Congratulations,
Way to
great
go.
job.
And our first place winner is Paige Wheeler.
All right, and she gets a prize then, right? What's
And
the prize?
Yeah, the prize is the AO Scan Sample Pass. Congratulations.
Wow, great
AO.
work.
Yeah, both you, Paige and Quantic Equilibrium LLC, we're grateful for all the work that you put in to be top enrollers.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Okay, let's do the contest. What was the contest?
The question that Kai asked last week, what is your favorite or most successful skin-related tip?
Oh,
And so all related to skin health.
cool. Okay, we're gonna do 3, and the winners get Cephi dots, right?
The winner gets Cephi dots.
All right.
Great for imprinting,
Oh boy.
using with AL Scan, one of our most loved products.
Okay, they're
Cephi
mixed.
dots.
Do you want to do the first one?
Here's our first
We'll
one.
do 3.
Nadine Wade.
Weegi?
4120. For vibrant hair, skin, and nails, be sure to get plenty of sleep. Drink plenty of water, exposure to plenty of red light therapy, lymph massage to keep it flowing, a shower head water filter, and avoid most commercial personal hygiene products. Of course, self-talk and mindset matter too. You are beautiful. What great tips.
That's cool.
Those are lifelong skin health related tips.
And some things I wouldn't think would be necessarily related to skin. That's cool. That's cool.
Great job. Thank you, Nadine.
Okay, second winner. Okay, I think I got one. Okay. We've got Sandra Lee won Miracle Inspirations. Okay. Eating clean, nutrient-dense food and getting good water are so important for the health of the skin. The health of the gut is directly reflected in the skin. I'm new to Solex and look forward to having my skin reflect the benefits of this frequency treatment. Well, welcome. Thanks. We're glad to have you here.
Oh man, great
Okay.
tips.
Last
Great
one.
tips. Paige Haynes, 6227. Love this call so much. I've recently started using the Infinity Wand on my face and I'm loving it. I also use Bright, of course, with blue and castor oil at night. Great tips. Thank you so much. All of those winners will win Cephi dots.
That's exciting. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the call.
AO mask. We have a red light therapy mask.
Yay!
Isn't that exciting?
So excited.
You know, there are a lot of red light masks out in the marketplace. And if there's one thing that we like to do at Solex, it's we take a concept or a product or a supplement that's already out there and we say, how can we make it better? So you know that this mask does things that other masks don't do.
So my favorite thing is how it's flexible and it's so gentle on the skin, and it comes with also the neck part, which is very important to cover that, because as we're getting older, the skin on our neck is very sensitive. So we have to make sure that we're taking care of our neck and décolleté as well as our face, because it's thinner skin right here. So we always have to focus on it, and it's awesome that it's included.
One thing like that you said is that it's flexible, and that's so important. We had a conversation earlier about how we both have a hard mask that a red light mask, but I lay on my bed and I put the mask on and I have to put my fingers up by my nose because it hurts.
It's very painful.
It's painful.
And it leaves marks too.
Yeah, it does leave marks. So I'm so grateful for that flexible, comfortable wrap feeling. And my red light mask doesn't cover my neck. Did yours?
No.
No.
It did not.
All right. What else do you think sets this mask apart?
So usually you don't find many masks on the market that have infrared.
Yes.
So, and if you do, it's really pricey.
Yeah.
The one that I was using did include infrared, but it was really low. It was only a little bit above 800. But what I love about this one, it's 810 nanometers and 1064, which makes it super powerful.
And I can't wait to talk. We're going to go really in depth in that, and I can't wait to talk about that. But I love that you pointed that out. So you do see red light masks out there that do include the infrared light, but maybe not as powerful as the 1064.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. What other lights do we have in this mask?
We have the blue light that is 450. We have the green light that is 520. And red light that's 635.
Oh, and we'll go into that too. Wait a second. You already said red, and now you're saying infrared. There's a huge difference, right? And we'll go into that. Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
So this light incorporates this mask incorporates all of those lights. One thing too that I want to point out about this mask is it has 520 dedicated bulbs. 520. The closest comparable to our mask had about 220-ish lights. And with those 220, they would, if you want green light, the lights would turn green. If you want blue light, then those bulbs would change to blue. What we say dedicated, what we mean is we have 520 bulbs that have these row of lights are only blue and they only stay blue. They don't have to compete and have to change. And same with red and same with green. And why is that important? It is it stays closer and true to the nanometers offered. They don't have to adjust for the light. That is the dedicated light that they are.
Which makes it more effective.
It makes it more effective, yeah. Something else that we can use the mask for is maybe something that people haven't considered. You don't have to just use it on your face.
Yeah, of course not. We can use it for pain, which is amazing because it's a big section, right? So you can use it on wherever you want.
Yeah. So it has eye holes, it has a nose hole, and it has a mouth hole, but that's okay. So we just launched AO Relief, which helps with inflammation or if you feel any pain. And so if you spray, say your knee is bothering you and you spray that pain spray, you can put the mask over it. What would you use?
We would use red light with infrared.
Okay.
That would be amazing because it's going to help it penetrate deeper into the skin.
So it takes the product further.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Yes.
All right. And then something else that's different about this mask is we use Cybin. Of course we did. We're known for using Cybin, but we use Cybin in the mask. Cybin's infused into the flexible mask, and what does that do? We say it positive ions, and that sounds like it's a good thing, but actually the positive ions are the ones that are creating havoc in our body. So we're adding negative ions neutralizes those positive ions and then helps us have overall better cellular health. So we want those added negative ion benefits.
So it's making everything work even better.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the light wavelength benefits. Can we start with the blue light?
Yes. So blue light is 450 nanometers. It suppresses acne. It helps with hair growth and with stimulating vitamin D production. It enhances wound healing and bone regeneration. It helps reduce fatigue and improves mitochondrial respiration. And it provides post-operative pain relief.
Our mask also has green light. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so green light is 520 nanometers. It's really great to even out your skin tone. It works great for pigmentation. It helps with improving the cellulite appearance.
Oh, I love that.
Don't we all need that, right? It stimulates mitochondrial activity and blood vessel formation. It supports antioxidant defense because of the NRF2 expression. It promotes muscle growth and speeds wound healing, and it reduces body circumference. So you can apply it on your waist, on your hips, or any areas you're concerned about.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I can put the red light mask on my belly and I can play maybe a weight loss playlist?
That would be a genius idea.
All right, let's move on to red. Tell me what benefits of red.
I love red. It's 635 nanometers. It's amazing at stimulating collagen and elastin production. It helps with wound healing. It helps with pain, even with just 7 days. It enhances blood circulation, and it provides a better pain-free experience, more than other wavelengths.
Holy cow. This is getting better and better. Okay, now infrared. We have, like you mentioned in the beginning, we have 2 different levels of infrared. We have the 810 nanometer, and there's also 1064. So let's talk a little bit about the 810.
Yeah, so 810 helps with wound healing and collagen production, and it helps reduce inflammation. It also enhances neuropeptide secretion. It stimulates new neuron formation in the brain. It's just amazing.
Wow. Okay, let's go into the heavy hitter, the big guns, 1064.
This one is our powerhouse. This is what intensifies all the light therapy that we're doing. 1064 helps reduce facial redness, vascular lesions, and pigmentation. Even age spots, sun damage, dark circles. It stimulates collagen and elastin production, and it really works great at reducing fine lines and wrinkles. And who doesn't want that? And it's amazing for scarring too.
And is it true, you were telling me earlier that 1064 just drives down deeper?
Yes.
It goes further than a red light.
Yes,
is that true?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it'll help when you apply product or a face mask, it'll help it penetrate deeper into the skin.
Okay, one of the things that I really enjoy about, learning about all of these different functions of this face mask is I've heard you say a lot collagen production. I've heard you say fine lines and wrinkles, cellulite, things that are speaking to me because I want to use non-invasive, drug-free treatments to look better. Is that what we're doing here?
Yes, absolutely. So if you want to avoid any drastic treatments, any toxicities like chemical peels, things like that, this is your best option for a holistic treatment. And it's really effective.
Are we being vain? Are we just talking about beauty here?
I don't think so. It's more than just beauty.
Yes. You use red light consistently in your center, don't you?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah. Have you ever had someone whose life changed? And that sounds dramatic. Their life changed, but I actually mean it to be dramatic because there are some cases where people have really hard skin conditions and have issues in their life because of it. So have you ever had someone come to you in need and you were able to help them and change their life with the use of red light therapy?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I've helped many people heal their skin with red light therapy. And the most recent case that I've dealt with was this client. She's this beautiful young lady. She's 24 years old that's been struggling for a couple of years with really severe inflamed skin and acne. I'm talking cystic acne that really affected her self-esteem. It was affecting her confidence, and she was really down on herself. She was really affected emotionally and mentally, and she's been struggling for a while. So she found me, and I was able to put her on this treatment plan, and I incorporated red light therapy. And within just a few sessions, we were able to see drastic results, and her skin was healing beautifully. And it completely cleared out. So we stopped. I was incorporating a little bit of red light with infrared, and I added green light later on after she healed because we wanted to work on her scars. And within just a few sessions, I want to say about 3 months, we were able to completely heal her skin. So she recently texted me and expressed how grateful she is that her life has changed because of her clear, beautiful skin and how it's really helping boost her confidence, and she's back to dating again. And I mean, this is what really brings joy to my heart, and it reminds me of why I do what I do.
Oh, you give me goosebumps just telling me about that story. I love hearing that story. You know, I'm listening to you though, and I'm like, but you're a professional. You know what you're doing, and you know what lights to you. So I know I'm sitting here saying, I'm not exactly sure. Can we go through some of some maybe conditions and how you would treat those conditions with this mask?
Absolutely.
Let's start with my favorite, fine lines and wrinkles. Yes. Listen, I'm not gonna reveal our ages, but we are close in age. And I look at your skin and I love it. And so the first thing I said to you is I want to do what you're doing. What would I use for fine lines and wrinkles with this mask?
So I would recommend red light with infrared because that's going to help stimulate your collagen and elastin production. It's going to help firm the skin, and it's going to help with lifting. It's going to help with improving the texture of the skin and reduce scars. And it's just amazing for everything. And it's really great for pain too.
Something I didn't ask you earlier is what's the duration? How long should I have the mask on?
Well, I would do 20 minutes, depending on the skin issue you're struggling with. I would do 20 minutes daily, especially with red light. If you do have inflamed acne or cystic acne, I would do it. I would do blue light maybe 3 times a week, but and green light and red light you can do every day for 20 minutes. And if you want to do more, you can even do that. But
it doesn't hurt you to do more.
It doesn't hurt to do more.
Okay. Well, that's great because our mask runs for 20 minutes. So you're saying 20 minutes is a sufficient amount of time. If we want to do longer, we can restart it and go as long as we want.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You mentioned acne and you said blue light for acne. What exactly is a blue light doing for the acne?
Blue light will help the skin healing process. So it's because it's your antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. So it's going to really help heal acne and reduce the inflammation.
Okay. And then what about green light? Would you want to use green light in association with acne?
You can use green light once you've used blue light to help reduce or prevent scarring because it's going to work on brightening the skin and evening out your skin tone.
I love that you said evening out your skin tone. That is something, sorry, everybody, I'm saying personal problems. Hopefully it affects you too. When you say evening out your skin tone, my skin tone is uneven. I have sunspots and I do not like to wear foundation on my face. I don't like it. I'd rather look like I have uneven skin. And so what would I use to even out my skin tone?
Green light.
Green.
That would be amazing for you because it's just gonna help brighten the skin and work on breaking down the melanin production.
So that will help with my sunspots?
It'll help with sunspots, with pigmentation, with scars, and if you use it with infrared, it's even more amazing.
Would I be okay with my situation using green light every day, or is that a 3 times a week?
You can use it every day, actually.
Okay.
As long as you don't have acne.
You were telling me earlier about we have toxins, and those toxins can create, I guess, puffiness in our face. What would you do in that situation?
I would do green light therapy because it's going to help get rid of that. It's going to help detoxify and by stimulating the lymphatic system. So it's going to help flush everything out, and it's going to be great for that, especially if you wake up with, puffy eyes or swelling in your face.
Something we didn't talk about is, do we put anything on our face before we use a red light mask? Is it okay to use it without anything?
It's okay to use without, but it would be really beneficial if you can use a face mask, or even using bright would be amazing. And if you add blue to just a drop or two, just be careful, and that would make it even penetrate at a cellular level.
So if you do bright and you add a little bit of our methylene blue and then put that on. And would you do the infrared to kind of drive that blue deeper?
I would do the infrared with the green and with the red light therapy because it's going to help everything penetrate deeper.
Okay, another condition that I have is I don't drink enough water. I know that's a problem, but it shows on my face. So I have like the lack of hydration, under my eyes. Could this mask help me? I know I have to drink more water too. Can this mask help me on the outside appearance?
If you use red light with infrared, it'll help support deeper hydration and repair for smoother skin.
One of the very fun things that happens when you get older is your body starts to stop with the collagen production. Mm-hmm. And I know that you run your center, you heal from the inside out. So what are some things that we can do inside and out to help with that loss of collagen?
So we want to make sure we're eating foods that are supporting the collagen production and taking collagen supplements possibly, like Youth is amazing for that. But also let's not forget about applying the right products on our skin and using the red light therapy with infrared or the green light to help support the collagen production and also helps with the product penetration. It helps it penetrate deeper into the skin.
Because without using the red light, we're applying the product and it just sits on that top layer.
It just sits on top. So we're not getting any benefits. And I have a lot of clients that struggle with that.
Really?
Yeah. You just have to be mindful of what you do.
Okay.
And take care of your skin topically, just like how you take care of it internally.
Oh, I love that. Okay, well, I'm excited to use this mask. And I know people are going to say, okay, great. How much is it? Right? That's the big question. All right, let's talk about price. Retail price is $493.75. But of course, if you are a preferred customer or a QLA, you get the loyalty pricing, which is $395. Can you believe that?
That's a really great price.
And points on that is $275. You know what? Our closest competition has, like we said in the beginning, 220-ish lights. We have 520 dedicated lights. And plus we have the side bin and all the other features that we mentioned. And our price point, what would you say about our price point?
I think it's really affordable and it's great because other devices would be thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I love it. So
this one is amazing. I love it.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. And you made me excited to use this red light mask. I just appreciate you so much.
Of course, my pleasure.
You know, Kai, this was a really good call today. Having Josie here, a QLA that uses all of our products, a master esthetician, and have her talk to us about the new AO mask is amazing. Her opinion means something.
Yeah, it's so valuable. Like you said, not just an expert, but mastering what the benefits of so many things related to the skin, and particularly the face. But to have that endorsement and have her come out and share her expertise with all of you, with all of us, regarding what Solix put together as the AO mask is really powerful. That's not a simple endorsement in my opinion. Whenever you get somebody who's spent years, maybe even decades around this area in this field, and they come and they say, yes, that works, that is helpful, that is powerful, boy, that means an awful lot to me, right? I'm all ears when you have that.
Awesome.
Now, it's contest time, and so we're going to ask you to comment on this call after the live chat. What excites you most about the AO mask? That's a great one. There's a lot of things that excite me about the AO mask. And you know what I love most, actually right now, and I'm probably gonna steal somebody's answer right here, is the diversity of it.
The versatility of it.
Yes.
Not just the face.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
I mean, I've already said this before, I've used it on my lower back, I've used it on my shoulder, I've used it so many ways that are beyond what I think our idea was for this product when we first put it together. Now, something that goes right along with the mask is what we're gonna give away.
Okay.
What are we gonna, do you know what we're gonna give away?
Youth.
Yes.
Youth is such an amazing thing.
Yes, it's often mistaken for being, quote, just a collagen. Now, it's not just a collagen, it's all the collagen, right? It's everything, it's all the types, 5 different sources. It is rich in its value, but not just on its collagen value. It inhibits collagenase and elastase, which is a naturally occurring process as the body gets older. Our skin doesn't want to be as elastic. We don't have the coating around all of the muscle fascia and the joints and everything else. This helps with that. It also helps with, because it's called youth, it helps with aging, or what is also known as ages, which is this process of disrupting the body's function and breaking down things so that it doesn't perform to the best of its ability. It is called AO Youth because you can actually, through its NAD Plus support, unwind some of the negative effects of aging. In fact, you can theoretically get younger with
at
AO
least
Youth.
Look and feel younger.
Yeah, look and feel. And you know what? I remember hearing this or reading this when we were putting this together is, you know, if you deal with some of the wrinkles, you know, or you know, some of the discoloration on the skin, or even some of the elastase, you know, challenges where your skin isn't as elastic and pliable as it used to be, guess what? The skin, like we said before, you know, it's the largest organ in the body. It is a reflection of actually what's also on the inside.
That's right.
So if you're having challenges on the outside organ, you probably are having some challenges on the inside organs as well. And guess what? Collagen touches every organ. Right. And so that's super powerful. AL Youth's a giveaway. We're going to draw 3 names next week and give away 3 AL Youths to 3 people. We love it. Yeah. Have a great week, everyone. Solar.
That's right. Also, what's next? You made me laugh.
All right, now it's time to pour your...
But to have her give her... I'm gonna start over, sorry.
Blooper! To comment on this call after the live chat, and I totally forgot what it is.
Okay, well, let's get ready. I'll put B-roll over for the...